Welcome to the Computer Assembling and Troubleshooting course. We are going to teach you computer assembling. In that you can able to assemble your computer of your own. But to know computers, you should know the basics of it, like what is the hardware computers, what is the software part of the computer, and then the rest thing comes. So we will start it from hardware part, then little bit of we will give you the fair idea about software. We are not going to detail of the softwares, but just fair idea, and then slowly gradually we will cover up all the topics. The last topic is troubleshooting, which is very important because after assembling, engineer who can troubleshoot the computers. Suppose if someone's computer is getting hanged spontaneously, then what precautionary measures you should take so that it should not get hanged, or after getting hanged, what are the remedies you can apply to make it smooth, so that computer will run smooth and user won't find any obstacle, or his or her work won't get stuck. So computer assembling and troubleshooting. IT or information technology is classified into three categories. First is hardware, second is software, and third is firmware. Now hardware part comprises of motherboard or breadboard, then comes to the LAN cards, mouse or keyboard. You have seen the mouse, keyboards. The most important part, like motherboard, is that if you open your computer or if you open the cabinet of the computer, you will find board or a big chipset level breadboard. On that, lots of LAN chips or integrated circuits are assembled or installed. Those are very important things, and the processor is also installed on the same motherboard. You can say the motherboard is the very important part or heart of the computer. Second comes to the software. The softwares, like you have heard about the C programming, C++, Java or HTML, and in very easy language, everyone in today's date is using smartphones. So the Android, you have heard that Android Gingerbread or Android KitKat version. These are all operating systems developed with the help of software, and the best to the Android developing the Android software is like Java and .NET, for example. Then third comes to the firmware. Firmware is the part where hardware and software comes together and combined and is being used in the company. For example, a Microsoft company, Wipro or Infosys, you can take example. In a company they use computers, but in computers what they use? They use software application programs. So third is the firmware. Guys, take a look over here. Here is just of the hardware parts. Like see, here is floppy drive, then this is CD drive, then this is graphic card, then this is connecting cards. Here you can see motherboard, breadboard. You can see if you open your cabinet, you will find this motherboard. So this is very important part of the computer. Then this is system fan. This fan helps to cool the computer or keep the temperature inside the cabinet very lowest in a cool manner, so that the hard disk or processor won't get that heat up. Then this is the processor. Go with this virtual machine and open VPN server. In very easy language, you might have using computers in a company. Along with that, you also use internet, but you have very basic access to the internet. So the internet is used. Then if you want to take a printouts of your important file, you can use printer. Then if you want to store your data on a common drive of your company or of your department, then for that the special drive or special machines are being given where you can save your all data. Then it is virtual machine or open VPN server. You can say about the servers where you access all your data and you also share your data into the server. So this is a firmware picture, but in very easy language I would say firmware is where the software and hardware part comes together, where the user is using a computer, along with that he is also using softwares, and also he is using a hardware part, like he is also using internet. For that he needs a motherboard, and on motherboard you need to install a network card. So this all is related. So both things come together, software and hardware comes together, is called a firmware. Guys, now we'll go with the basics, that what are computers basically. The computers are automatic electronic machines that accept data and instructions from user input, store the data and instructions, manipulate the data according to the instructions, store and or output the results to the users. Like now see, you can also say the calculator is also low version of computer. Computers are electronic devices which accept the input and gives output in electronic way, in very easier language we can say. So if you want to calculate 2 plus 2 on a calculator, you will type 2, then plus 2 is equal to 4. When you will type is equal, you will get the output of answer is 4. So this is the what computers do. It is composed of hardware and software part, and hardware components are physical tangible pieces that we can see and touch. Software is a program, a sequence of instructions to accomplish a result. A computer processes information under the direction of a program. Data. Data is the information to be processed by program. Example, data. For each employee, the employee number, hours worked, and hourly pay rate. And program. Instructions on how to process the data to produce paychecks, payroll, register, etc.